Hello, this is eSoup, aka Specific Soup. I am going to be reacting to episode 10 of Meet You at the Blossom. I'm very prepared. I have a blanket, I have a drink, I have a snack. Like, I'm so ready, I'm so in it. I hope we get some sweet things happening in this episode to just carry me over till next week. Cause I need something. Anyway, let's go. Mm.
公子，若是没有公子，我二人早已横死街头，贱命两条，苟且至今，也别无他求。侍奉左右。是的。
Well, that's nice.
我不需要别人侍奉。当初救你们，不过是替我自己寻两个下人罢了。若不动手，便滚吧。
Maybe this is like quiet and like trying to let go of control and power. He's like, I saved you because I wanted you to be my servants, and maybe that was kind of selfish. And now I don't want servants. I don't want people to serve me. I don't want to control someone else. Like maybe he's finally reached that point and he's like, no, I don't want to do all this. But they still want to serve him, it seems.
真不是他们把你卖了？
不是，那你跑什么呀？
要不别让金宝去伺候他，他要是真的要人伺候，我去伺候他好了。
啊？你在胡说八道什么呀？
少爷，血神医他没有为难我，我还想继续伺候他的，是因为
What is going on with Jinbao?
一群废物！ 为什么没有拦住？
属下办事不力，任凭世子处罚。
秦小宝，你的老相好要来了。
He might not stay in X though.
苏秦，走。
Yeah, at the moment, I guess. Ugh. I want to mention something. God, it feels like a million years ago. But the episode where the doctor is like, yeah, Jinbao, that one, I want him to serve me. And he notices his bracelet. Later, Jinbao notices something of the doctor's. And it was like a matching bracelet. And I did not catch that because I didn't like see what he had noticed. And I just didn't like catch on to the thing about the bracelet. But the doctor recognized him, and they must have known each other as children, and those must be like matching friendship bracelets. At least that's what I surmise, and everyone has surmised. They knew each other as kids, which is so cute. I know they always do that storyline, but like, that's so cute, and I somehow just didn't catch on that the doctor was like recognizing him. So that's what's going on with them. So I love that. I love that for them. Anyway, I hate that Xiaobao and Huaiyan have to kind of like have their business in front of everybody right now. Dramatically opens the doors with his special powers. Yes, he has one of the flowers. Now, they better not mess up the flower.
天堂有路你不走是吧？
苏叶，四主了。
He just doesn't want Xiaobao to die.
小宝，剩下的我一定会想办法给你拿到的。看来你已经知道我中寒毒一事了，话我收下了。但凡你还有点良知的话，就永远不要出现在我面前。
什么中毒？小宝，
Oh
小宝，你中毒
no.
了。
娘，
Oh
我
no.
没事，我这好了
Okay.
呢。娘
This is how she
您在
finds
吗
out.
你放心，我很快就会好了。
娘就说你是伤寒，怎么日日不见好呢？是你，你怎么还有脸来？你害得我们季家还不够吗？你又想对小宝做什么你？啊！
你还不走？
小宝，你别生气，我一定会想办法把你的病治好，但你要给我一个解释的机会啊！
我不想听你的什么狗屁解释，我只想你能放过我。
可是我，
再往前一步试试。
Yeah, we're not gonna have our reconciliation quite yet.
我不知道你在暗中打着什么如意算盘，想要置我于死地。但是我告诉你，如果今生我不能跟小宝相守的话，我会赌上我的下半辈子，害了你外公几10年的基业，然后搅得这个天下永无宁日。
Ooh, that's not the right thing to say right now.
都别过来！
Boy. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not you. Oh. No, that's what he does. Are we? No.
你就可以消气了。
Nah, he didn't want to do that. Oh, man. Okay, so Su Yin was like holding him. So really Su Yin kind of guided the sword in the first place. Yeah, like, and then Huayan just pushed it further, like, sorry, but none of that was Xiaobao. We're really doing things for the drama right now. Oh, gosh.
少主，少主，追，追，是。
I mean, he did bring you a dahlia flower. We don't need to physically harm him.
"就算他死了，也是我杀的，跟你没关
Okay.
系。
Okay.
是我杀的，
小宝，
Oh.
是我杀的。爹娘像丧家之犬一样无处安身，他害得我受尽寒毒，受尽这种折磨。我为什么不能杀他？我为什么不能杀他？
小宝，
宋洁阳、苏忠信说什么为了我可以放弃皇室身份，假的，都是骗人的。到底想要干什么？
小宝，
那笔财产，那笔财产，不对，那笔财产他不是已经从我爹娘那儿拿走了吗？他到底想要什么呀？
He still wants you.
小宝，
He's just real.
到底想要从我这儿拿走什么？
He's just real fucked up about it.
只要有我在，他什么都拿不走，我向你保证。
到底想要干什么？
Man, it's wild watching this show because the whole time I'm just like, with the thing with Su Yin, it's like it kind of feels like, okay, we're rooting for the wrong relationship right now. Like, Su Yin is right there, and he's so wholesome now, and he's taking care of Xiaobao and not being a toxic, just horrifying menace, and Huai-En is the menace, but we still really want him to get back with Huai-En. I don't know, it's the toxic BL logic, and I don't know, I'm not usually into, like, romance or romance-ish storylines where, like, the relationship is super toxic. I say that, but here I am, a fan of AMC Interview with the Vampire and this show, and I'm sure there's probably other things, but I just mean, if it's well written or there's something to, like, hold me there and interest me, then I like it, but I don't seek out, like, toxic romance or toxic BL storylines. I'm not like, oh yeah, that's what I want, but there has to be, like, something that initially grabs me. I think with this show, initially it was just like, wow, okay, they managed to make a Chinese wuxia BL, you know, uncensored. Like, whoa, they really did that. That was, honestly, like, that was why I started watching this. And at episode 3, it started really grabbing me. There's just something compelling about the characters, and you see, like, the journey that they have to go through to unlearn the toxicity. And we're in the beginning of episode 10, and Huai-En is still there. He has still not completed that journey. But, like, I know some people are, like, specifically into that. Like, that's what they want. The, like, toxic relationship. The characters, like, hurt each other. Maybe they never really learn to be better. And some people, like, want to read that or want to watch that. And that's, like, it's not really my thing. At the end of the day, like, things can start out horribly, but I want them to, like, become wholesome. That's generally my MO. There has to be, like, some other, like, selling point if it is not like that. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm rooting for Huai-En and Xiaobao, and there's, like, wholesome right in front of me, and I'm like, nah, it's not interesting enough. And I'm like, man, like, what is the show doing to me? Why do I feel that way? This feels wrong. And yet, you know, my whole thing about, like, oh, he doesn't want servants anymore because he doesn't want that control. He doesn't want to control someone else. He might not be quite there yet. I might have to throw that out because he's still like, I'll do all the stuff to you, Su Yin, if I can't be with Xiaobao. So I don't think he's quite there yet. I think he doesn't care about anything else but getting to Xiaobao right now. So it's like, they don't matter to him. But they're still loyal to him, so they're still gonna keep helping him out. At least they'll try. Maybe not now. You just gotta be alone and sit with how you messed up, man. Like, Su Yin did that. Oh. Ouch. Hello?
你敢闪来？你不要命了！我会杀了你的！你要杀便杀吧，死在你手里也好过这样受折磨。到底是谁在折磨谁啊？
Wait, is this really happening? Did he just show up and...
到底又想从我身上得到什么？不必拐弯抹角了，你只要保证不伤害父母，你想要什么我都会给你。
小宝，你为什么就不能明白呢？我只想要你。
我看你是想要我死，
我不会让你死的。小宝，我真的求求你，求求你不要再逼我了。我现在只想把你带到一个没有人的地方，把你关起来，这样你就永远都见不到你的父母了。你想这样吗？
是不是有病？
Yeah, good question.
我跟我父母分开。
Why are you like this?
你以为谁都跟你一样，爹不疼娘不爱的吗？
I mean, yeah. Oof. Yeah.
你说的对，我爹不疼娘不爱，我有娘生没娘养，我亲爹不要我，我 我养父又从小不停地蹂躏我、虐待我，现在还要杀了我，为什么？为什么？我真的就不明白了，为什么呀？他们把我娘视若珍宝，而对我做错什么了吗？为什么？这到底是为什么呀？从前我都不敢相信你对我说的那些话是真的，因为小宝，这个世上从来没有人像你对我这么好过，你知道吗？小宝，已经没有我的容身之处。从前跟你在一起的时光最美好，最让我怀念的时候。
从前的一切，对你而言是蜜糖，对我而言却是砒霜。
Yeah.
你不知道，只有在心里把你千刀万剐了无数遍，我才会好受一点。
Ooh, I don't know about that.
原谅你，
不管你原不原谅，我都不会放手的。不是我不想，是我根本做不到。
Oof.
你快走！你现在这样，根本不是苏莹的对手。我是不可能跟你走的。
小宝，你是在担心我是吗？
谁管你的死活？我只想你
Yes,
离我
he
远一点。
is. Yes, he doesn't want you to die.
我一定会救你的。
No.
到时候不管你愿不愿意，你都得跟我走。
Okay. We need to work on. We need to work on how we deal with things a little more, Huayan. I mean, at least you opened up about your feelings. Oh.
怎么会是你？你怎么会有统教的东西？
Oh.
这你就不用管了。下月19，正是羊年羊月羊日，是赤峰崖上大连7年一次的花期，为期2天，错过就要等7年。
What is that? What's the thing about him having a Tong sect thing?
你若真想救小宝的话，就把大连带回来。
He's gonna ask him to
不
do
用我
it?
多此一举，小宝我自己会救。
Okay. They're just like having a competition of like who's gonna get the flower for. Well, wait, no, because Suyin asked him to do it. I don't know. Whatever. They're like having a competition, like who can save Xiaobao first, and it's like, this is so not the point. I mean, I guess part of what I can take away here is the way a person treats you doesn't necessarily have to do with your feelings for them or your potential passion for them. Because in Xiaobao's case, he didn't necessarily fall for the logical choice. I mean, I don't know, Suyin used to be like kind of mean to him seemingly, but like not. Huayan was mean to him at certain points in the beginning, and then after all this stuff happened, he was horribly mean to him, and Suyin never, ever was anything like that. But that's, you know, I guess, the heart is a fickle thing. That's the point. They could, like, have this whole competition. They could try to one-up each other over, like, who does more for Xiaobao, but it doesn't really matter, because Xiaobao is always going to have feelings for Huayan. You know, no matter what he does, at least in some messed up way, he's just not gonna feel that way for Suyin because he doesn't. So there's no reason for them to compete like this. Ugh.
你最好不要对小宝有非分之想。
He won't be able to.
今日之言，我来日必见。不信，可以试试看。
This isn't good though.
什么？他还敢来？
你小点声。
It's the way that they shot it. It looked like Huayan was thinking about Xiaobao, and then he suddenly showed up the next second, and I didn't realize like Like, obviously time passed and he physically moved, but for a second I was like, this is a dream sequence. And that is why I thought that. No, he just showed up.
你们说，他到底练的是什么功夫啊？来无影去无踪。
Maybe that's part of his powers.
你是不是对他心软了？
我只是担心，依照他不达目的不罢休的性子，
Yeah.
怕他做出什么极端的事情来。苏印几次对他赶尽杀绝，他现在身份那样尊贵，我是害怕他伤害苏印。
Jinbo? What is that?
金毛这是？
少爷，我感觉你真的长大了。以前你哪会考虑这些
？Oh. He is kind of making up excuses, though.
即便天塌下来了，
But yeah.
也有爹娘替我撑着，再不济，还有苏印替我撑腰。不想长大，也不愿意长大，金家败落成现在这个样子，也都怪我。现在我不便出门，
It's not really
你们
your
两个给我
fault.
听好了，若是有什么不对劲的地方，一定要回来告诉我，听到没有？
嗯。
李大人，你之前处处对怀恩手下留情，几次三番的相救，你是想取得我二哥的信任，对吗？你真不知道？
不敢妄自揣测。
你有没有想过
Did he know?
如果是我二哥当了皇帝，
以二皇子心性，恐怕难堪大人。
你在我二哥身边这么
二皇子他无时无刻不在怀疑我，
一举将他拿下，看来怀恩这条路是行不通了。
行得通。想要生擒二皇子，唯有靠怀恩。你二人真要追随我？
誓死相随。
起来吧。
They're gonna. Okay.
幽影，在。我要离开安南几日，我走之后，你要随时监视苏府的动向。左影，在。你带人马，立即赶赴石峰崖。赤魔大力岩7年一次的花期将到了，争夺的人数不胜数。
Okay, but hey, can we check in on Xiao Yu?
会在这次争夺中想办法把我除掉。
Is that what he's gonna go do? Because someone needs to check on Xiao
一切
Yu.
代价拿到大理岩，日后如果碰见他的话，
苏印，听说你要去玉下。
是，玉下自瘟疫过后百废待兴。
See, all these people, they're setting up this thing where, like, different people are going to be going to get the Crimson Dahlia, and if one runs into someone from the other side, they're going to want to fight. But it's like, that is certainly not ideal for trying to save Xiaobao, because they're all planning to bring the Crimson Dahlia to him. So we shouldn't, in any other situation, yeah, you have a reason you want to fight that person. But when it comes to getting the flowers, you shouldn't be making that like a, oh, fight them. Like if you see someone, you know, from Huaiyan's side. That is a recipe for disaster. Like one of the flowers could get destroyed. Like something could happen to foil the effort to save Xiaobao. Like that's actually really, like, there are so many bad things going on. But that might be the worst thing. The fact that there's so much conflict around, like, who gets the flower. And it's like, it doesn't matter. He needs the flower. Someone bring it to him. Don't make this a thing.
赈灾款又迟迟没有下来，百姓闹起来了，我得去一趟。
那你自己一个人去要小心。
等我回来。
Suyin really is like, I know you're not into me. And it hurts. Oh, but they're cute. Oh my god, are they being cute?
好大的血！没想到你的手环保存的这么好。
你不也是？
因为这是儿时我们交换的信。
Oh, so they know. so Jinbao figured it out. Okay. Okay, he remembers. Are we gonna get a flashback?
表哥，
Oh.
表哥，你保证一定会做得天衣无缝吗？
大力岩，花是至宝，精却是剧毒。去采摘，本就是九死一生。我早已在悬崖设好埋伏，定不会让他活着回来。
No, see, like, why are we doing this? Right where you're getting the flower. Don't use that as a... Yes, that's not a good idea. You see, Doctor, that's not a good idea.
哎呀，不行，我得去找我家少爷。
坐下。
Please, tell him.
他死了不是正好？
No.
你家少爷大仇得报，赐此柳暗花明。
但是，我感觉我们家少爷并没有想让他死啊。
Exactly. You finally said something smart, Jinbao.
好啊，那我现在就去告诉怀恩，让他别去了，去了就是死路一条。
哎，你坐下。可是他要不去采药的话，我家少爷的毒该怎么解呀？
所以呢？
哎呦，所以我也不知道呀。
That's how I feel right now.
啊。
They gave us like the briefest moment of cuteness. This is what I was worried about. And like Suyin, yes, he is in his right to like try to kill Huai-En because of what Huai-En's done, but I don't think he's totally just doing it because of like logical what Huai-En has done reasons. I think he is in part doing it because of the jealousy and the way that they're at odds with each other. And it's like, no, Suyin, no. Because it puts Suyin in danger too. But again, it puts Xiaobao in danger because they're trying to fight while somebody's trying to get a flower. No. Terrible, terrible idea. I'm sure it's not gonna happen this episode. We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait till like episode 12 to like just I can't. He's back again. He just swings on by.
小宝，我们一时便要启程去赤峰崖了。世魔大力岩麒麟一子的花期就要到了，在春季之前，我必须集齐7处大力岩，我不会再让你受一整个冬天的罪。小宝，等你治好病之后，你能不能忘记从前发生的事情？你想要什么，我都可以给你的。我只求你可以原谅我，可以吗？
左右不过是你欠我的。 为我解毒也是你应该的，你别想以这个要挟我。我是不可能原谅你的。
这怎么会是要挟呢？为你做这件事情，我甘之如饴。只要你愿意，我的命都是你的，任你处置。可是小宝，你知道吗？这次我可能真的会死在那儿。
那正好啊。 反正我也不想再见到你了。
It's not how you really feel.
你给我听着，即便我是做鬼，我也不会放过你的。
Okay.
甩掉我。
Okay, we don't need to be like that. The couple I root for in fiction is like my worst nightmare in real life. I guess that's where I'm at right now.
眼看又要到梅雨季了，你又有的享受了。
可是我之前下雨下雪都没事。
那是时隔很久一次，湿气没有郁结。我们都在，再加上给你的暖心经，你练得还不错，所以才勉强压下去。请问，世子再有何用？是他能救他，还是我能救他？
你，那大神医，你倒想想办法呀！
我也没办法。
那有什么办法能尽量避免吗？
这样能降低潮湿，只不过天气越来越热了，人估计会受不了。不过比起寒毒，你还是先忍忍吧。
少爷，你别怕，我和招财会一直陪着你。
对，
你凑什么热闹？
这有什么热闹的？这又不是变戏法。我要是不陪着少爷，万一少爷热晕了怎么办？
唉，也不知道他们取大力岩是否顺利。哎，对了，苏印不是说去玉下了吗？
少爷，我和他有些疑问，
Oh
你先好好
no!
休息。
Oh, what?
哎呀，
Wait, is he not supposed to know that? What? No, I think it's, okay. I think it's, Jin Bao is still, like, wrestling with, like, do I tell Xiao Bao that Su Yin is trying to set up for Huaiyan to be killed? That's the deal. And the doctor's like, nah, don't do that. And he's like, no, I gotta tell him something. Okay.
招财，
Yeah.
所有人都知道赤魔大力岩7年一次的花期要开了吗？
是啊，外面都传遍了。
This is maybe a problem.
对啊，就是世子告诉我们的。
可是苏印却在这个节骨眼上去了玉下。
Yeah.
世子差别人去取花了。
Yeah. Uh-huh.
怎么可能？
Oh. Well, he's putting something together. And you know, maybe Xiaobao might feel a little salty if Suyin is sending someone to get it and not getting it himself. But yeah, I think he's putting together that there is a scheme at hand. Let's talk. Let's discuss.
真的去赤峰崖了吗？
对啊，他对外称亲自去了玉下，还找人扮成了他的模样掩人耳目。你说这是为了什么？
为什么？
Wait, what?
现在啊，什么三教九流都赶着去赤峰崖，没有几千，也有几百。所以要
Hundreds.
趁乱除掉什么人？
Yes.
易如反掌。
Well, nice of you to tell him.
你说说你，上次人家来的时候，你一个好脸都不肯给。说不定啊，上次见面就是最后一次。苏印这次可是要动真格的。
你为什么要告诉我这些？
我当然是为了让你欠我个人情啊。
人情？什么人情啊？我听不懂你在说什么。就算苏印真的要杀他，他死了，正合我意。
He's like, I'm gay. I can tell when someone is having gay feelings, so you cannot get that lie past me.
哎，招财，你过来！哎呀，干嘛？你说世子真的会杀了那个人吗？
那是自然了。怎么，你还担心他啊？
我是觉得他挺可怜的，而且罪不至死吧。
咱们家少爷才可怜好不好？被他害成那样。
可我总觉得他对少爷像是真心的呢，要不然他能连皇子都不做，就为了换咱们家被赦免。
That, okay. That is what happened. That is what happened. I was confused last episode because I couldn't quite pick apart, okay, what did Suyin do and what did Huaiyan do? Okay, so yes, Suyin said, oh, I got your family pardoned, but he did try to do that, but what he did didn't really work, and then he basically took credit for what YN actually did. Okay, I was... like, I'm sorry, watching the show half the time, I don't really know what's going on. And then afterwards, I feel like, why didn't I know what was going on? But I'm just confused, okay? But, okay, that's, like, light bulbs are starting to go off for Xiaobao that, one, Suyin is, like, kind of plotting something against YN, but two, that, like, look, he has been incredibly sweet. He's done so much for Xiaobao, but if you're obsessed with someone who is, like, willing to do absolutely everything to you, willing to do absolutely everything for you and to you, but, you know, willing to do absolutely everything for you to, like, an unhealthy degree, and you compare them with someone who, like, won't do absolutely everything for you, the first person looks better, even if it's messed up. Like, he's like, oh, Suyin, like, won't do all these things for me. You know, talking about things out in the open. Well... okay. They're supposed to protect Xiaobao. So that's good, I think.
我劝你最好别去打扰你们家少爷。我昨夜在他药里加了一些静心安眠的成分，免得他睡不好觉，无法集中注意力，修炼暖心经。
Ah, he's really helping him out. He's covering for him. So at first, it seemed like Jinbao wanted to tell Xiaobao about Suyin's plan, and then it seemed like the doctor. And it just occurred to me again, his name is Chue Siming. I don't know why, I forgot it, and then I just randomly remembered it. But Siming, he seemed to be against that. But maybe either Jinbao convinced him, or like for whatever reason, he's like, oh no, okay, he needs to know. I think he was just moved by the power of toxic gay love, and he's trying to support it. So he's covering for him. Also, is that their little friendship bracelet?
到时候被苏印知道了，我可不想惹祸上身。还不走？
Good job, Suming. Suming really, like, I wanted to make this comparison earlier, but I was like, no, that's a stretch. But no, Suming really reminds me of Ye Bai from Word of Honor, where he kind of acts like a jerk, and he kind of acts like he's detached from the other people, like, I don't really care. But, like, he does seem to internally care a lot, and so... it's like the way he tries to help people just reminds me of Ye Bai Yi, where like he's kind of callous about it and he's kind of like sneaky and like whatever, but like he's doing these things because he actually really cares, and I love that. I love to see that kind of character, and I love to see that kind of character actually get a requited love interest in this, so that makes me happy. Oh, no, his little hat. What is that? What are you...
可是小宝，你知道吗？这次我可能真的会死在那儿。
Man.
你不是说少爷在睡觉吗？现在少爷不见了，怎么回事？
药效因人而异。 我怎么知道他早就醒了？哼！我劝你还是赶紧找到你家少爷，要是再来一场雨，他就可能死在外面。你哦，对了，忘了提醒你了，你家老爷年龄不小了吧？要是让他知道金小宝不见了，这……
哎，赵才，你怎么在这儿？
少爷不见了，赶紧想办法通知世子， 快走！
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he did the right thing, but he's a jerk about it. Okay, I was a little confused, like, where did he got all this stuff? He went to his bed. I can't keep track of, like, what everybody's room looks like, so I was like, that was his room, right? That wasn't some other room? Maybe. But maybe he went out to get his gear in preparation for the journey, and then he came back, and then he went out again? Is that what happened? I don't know. So is he trying to go to the mountain to... He might be trying to go to the mountain where the flower is supposed to bloom to meet up with YN. Which is like... so not good for him right now. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. But maybe, Hawaiian's little assistants can help him. Alright. Boy. Oh no. Not rain. We are suffering. Oh man. I'm yelling at the sky to stop it. Nope. Oh, we found a cave. We found a cave. You know, it's a BL. I feel like only good things can happen in caves, right? Oh man. Or not. I don't know. What was your plan, Xiaobao? Oh man.
陈怀，我上辈子一定是杀你全家，帮你做饭。这辈子才让我因为你倒霉成这。
Oof.
秦小八，你就要死在这儿。对不起父母。 还不了所有的恩情，更救不了坏人。
Come on, somebody show up and help. On cue, please. Someone. Anybody. Is that YN? Yes. Oh man. Ugh. Finally. Oof.
我也是前几天才得到的消息，所以就立刻往回赶了。
所以，昨天跟在我后面的是你？
是右影。我得到消息的时候还没有到赤峰镇，但得到消息就立马赶过来了。我之前让右影不要跟得太近，但天气阴沉，他怕你寒毒发作，所以跟得急了一点。
He rushed back, so
结果却导致你横冲直撞进了树林里，你知道我有多担心吗？我到的时候，他就已经跟丢了。我费了好一番波折，我在树林里找，终于在山洞里面找到你了。昨天我有多担心你吗？昨天我都不知道该怎么办了，我只能拼命的往你体内输内力，我只能……幸好你缓过来了，幸好你活过来了。小宝，你为什么跑到这里来
to make sure you didn't die? Is he gonna say that?
对不对？你知道苏影要杀我，对不对？
Yeah.
不知道，我是来找苏印的。
Sure you are.
你来找他，你可知他集结了三教九流好几个门派近1000人，到处挑拨离间，自己却不知躲在什么地方等着坐收渔翁之利。
Oh.
你都不知道这些吗？
What?
你早就知道。
Okay, I know.
明知有陷阱。
Okay, yeah, that is okay. We've been shown Suyin, like, you know, talking to the prince and setting this stuff up, but I guess, like, I didn't fully register, like, how many people are involved. Like, he's doing things that make sense to do, like, he's doing what he thinks is the right thing, but, yeah, he is stirring stuff up. It's just, we're just having kind of a, it's like, Huayan is a deeply, 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 deeply messed up person who does horrible things, but like Xiaobao is at least seeing like what he's willing to do for him, including risk his life, you know, and like do something where he probably would die.
为什么还要往里面跳？
因为我说过，即便是死，我也要救你。
Yeah.
那你放弃皇子身份，才换我们家被赦免无罪之事，为什么不告诉我？
Mm-hmm. You had to interrupt. You had to interrupt a moment.
有人来接你了，我也得启程去赤峰崖了。
Okay.
你等等，能不能别走？
我知道，你就是为了我才来的，你不承认也没关系，我不在意。
Was that growth? I think, like, just from earlier on in the episode, that was, like, an extreme amount of growth. So finally, also, maybe it's partly because of the fact that Huayan forcibly kissed him before, but him kissing him on the cheek now feels like really satisfying. It feels like that's sweeter and like more satisfying than if he had kissed him on the lips. But yeah, I think that's almost like symbolic of like his growth in this moment. To not be as jealous in this situation and to just show like actual care without forcefulness and to just be like, I know, it's fine. Ugh. Finally they gave us something like slightly less upsetting. Oh, and the episode is almost over. Okay. Oh god. Okay.
金小宝，你做事能不能过脑子？
I mean, I get it, Suyin. But
你把衣服脱下，给他穿上。
Huh? Wait, I'll go back. What was he saying?
你
把衣服脱下，给他穿上。哎呀。
Okay. I thought he was saying, Xiaobao, you took off your clothes for Huai'an. Like, how dare you? Like, I was like gonna be like, come on, man. The petty is extreme right now. Okay. Okay, interesting. Not really a cliffhanger ending for once. And also a really interesting ending because, like, I mean, yeah, Su Yin is still showing care for Xiaobao. He's stirred things up. He's done things that are like, oh no, don't do that. Like, we don't want to do that. This is a bad idea. But yes, in comparison to Huai'an, it does seem like he's a lot better. And he did... I'm still not sure if he literally took credit for freeing the Jinns, or if he just sincerely thought that what he did was what freed them. Like, we don't know that, because he was trying to set something up so they would be freed, but I think it, like, it didn't work. I don't know. I don't remember. See, this is my problem with, you know, a week between episodes. I forget absolutely everything from last week. But I know Su Yin was talking to somebody and trying to make a deal to free the Jinns. But then Huai'an actually did it. And then Su Yin said he was the one to do it. But was he taking credit for something he knows he didn't do? Or does he think that what he did worked? Either way, point is, he's still doing things for Xiaobao, seemingly in a selfless manner. I still, like, I don't know, from early on, I was like, what if he has some big epic scheme that we don't know about and we're gonna be shocked by? And I feel like he doesn't. Like, his scheming is just to get Huai'an, which we totally understand why he's doing it, even if we don't like it. But it's understandable. It's not a shocker. But, like, I don't think he has something bigger up his sleeve. But, you know, if he did, I would feel validated, because I did kind of think that earlier on. But I feel like I'm probably totally wrong. You know, the GIFs, the trailer, every little clip that we saw of, like, right before that kiss, they were definitely kind of, like, tricking us, like, oh, this is gonna be a full on-the-mouth kiss. And then, no, it wasn't. And yet, I'm not upset at all, because it was like, I already said it, there's something symbolic about it just being a kiss on the cheek, the way it happened. It's also very similar to, like, the framing, and it's very similar to how Xiaobao kissed Huai'an on the cheek, which, like, was also this kind of sweet, cute moment of, like, almost like innocence and also care. And this is like, oh, now he's done that. Now he's kissed him in a way that isn't possessive or demanding anything. I mean, we'll see if that holds up. He still has a ways to go, but, like, something during this episode before the very end, like, clicked. Maybe it was, like, Xiaobao, like, almost dying for him in the cave. I don't know. But something clicked, I think, for Huai'an, and he's maybe finally learning to be nicer. I said in my reaction to the last episode a thing about how Xiaobao isn't directly teaching him how to love. It's more of like an indirect influence, and also like Huai'an has to go through his own things to really learn that for himself. And I think that's kind of continuing here. Like, the characters, they show each other things and they do things for each other that teaches the other person something about life. But it's not a, like, I will fix you and you'll fix me. To me, at least, the way I'm reading it, it's like, we can't fix each other. We can, like, spur on certain things to push each other in the direction of, like, improvement, but we can't, like, fix each other. So, like, there are certain realizations that they're kind of coming to on their own. And like I said last time, I like that. I mean, I appreciate a good, like, we fixed each other's story, and there's always room for interpretation, but I do like when it's shown that the person still has to put in the work themselves, or they still have to have a personal experience or epiphany to push them in the direction. Like, you don't just have someone show up and, like, show you something and you just immediately learn and go, oh, like, I can be a better person now. Like, it's never like that. And they're just sort of demonstrating in this show, but with a character that is just, like, a total extreme. Because, yeah, Xiao Bao had some learning to do, like maturity, not flirting with every other person, you know, learning that he can't, like, have everything or everyone that he wants, you know, spoiled rich boy kind of thing. But, I mean, like, compared to YN, he was alright. Compared to YN, he was a very wholesome boy from the beginning. So we know who has to, like, really do some legwork. Now, I'm scared about so many things that could happen. I'm scared for Xiao Yu because we've been away from her for so long. We don't know what happened. What happened to Xiao Yu? I thought we were going to come back to her by now and come back to that situation, at least for a second, but we didn't at all. We have no idea what's going on with Xiao Yu. Very frightening. But I think the thing I'm most scared for still is the fact that, like, the parents still haven't told Xiao Bao, like, everything about the Shui clan, or the Shui sect, whatever they're calling it. The way that the Shuis were killed, that apparently was ordered by the Jin sect, but because they thought they were gonna get killed if they didn't do it, and I still don't understand, but it seems like that has been left out. You know, and yeah, it's like, I'm afraid because it creates a situation where, like, his parents, like his immediate family, and then YN, they suddenly, with that fact in mind, kind of come to a level playing field, because we think his parents are, like, so sweet, but they've also apparently been behind this, like, great, you know, catastrophe massacre thing that killed, like, Xiao Bao's best friend when he was younger, and also, like, the reason that Xiao Yu was just orphaned and alone there in the first place. I mean, how horrible for Xiao Yu to find out. And I bet what's his name, YN's dad might be the one to tell her about the Shui, like, massacre, which is, like, the worst way for her to find out if she's going to find out. But oh gosh, I don't know. I can't predict things in this show. I don't know. I'm like, they could have a thing where they show up and they find out that, you know, Xiao Yu is in trouble and they're trying to save her, and everybody shows up and Xiao Bao is there and Huayan is there, and the fake dad is telling everybody the truth about the Shues, and Xiao Bao finds out for the first time, and Xiao Yu finds out, and everything is terrible. Or it could happen totally differently. Or I could have missed something somehow, and they did address it, or it's not what I think it was at all, and it doesn't come up, and I'm just confused. I have been known to be confused throughout the show, so I might be making a big deal out of it, but I feel like it's a really big deal because it's like Xiao Bao has been failed by YN and is kind of going through a journey of forgiving him, but, like, he hasn't yet been failed by his parents in that way, and that would be, like, just another huge thing, and I expect that he will eventually forgive them. Eventually. We only have 2 episodes left. Like, what is eventually? I don't know. But, like, I suspect he will end up forgiving them too, because I don't think they're gonna turn around and make, like, his parents, like, an unforgivable evil. They've been too nice and too, like, wholesome so far, and that just seems like a cruel thing to sort of, like, take away the love from his parents. Like, I think they do genuinely love him, and they made a terrible, like, political related mistake, you know, but that's a big deal. But I think it's gonna be like, he's gonna find out and it's gonna be horrible, and then he's gonna forgive them in the end. But it's like, I'm nervous, you know? I'm also nervous because I've seen, like, pictures and GIFs of something that is going to happen at some point that has not happened yet, and I'm like, okay, like, the whole, you know, saving Xiao Bao when everybody finally has the flowers, hopefully, is gonna be really dramatic too. And on top of that, I'm like, okay, we only have 2 episodes left. Can we get a kiss on the mouth? And can we get another sex scene? Can we get something sweet? Are we gonna finally have something in episode 12? Like, please. It's like, the show giveth and the show taketh away. What else can I say? I don't know. I'm gonna be replaying the scene with the cheek kiss because that might have been the most shocking thing to happen in my viewing today. I don't know. I'm just, okay. I wasn't prepared for that. Like, YN finally learned something. Other than that, I don't know. I just have another excruciating week to wait until I finally find out what happens. And then the series will be over like that. Simultaneously too short and too long to wait. I can't deal. Anyway, this is eSoup signing out.